Confidence is about how you see yourself. Welcome to the Uniquely Confident Podcast.
Yo, what it do, positive energy and good vibrations from me to you. It's your boy RJD, the Imperfect Gentleman, and yeah, this is another dope episode of the Uniquely Confident Podcast. Yo, good people, I'm Ant, man. I got a big bro that came through to blaze the platform. We're about to have a phenomenal conversation. Every time we come together, it is always sparks and good interest and good vibrations in the building. So I'm super excited about the conversation today, but you guys know, around here, we got to follow the protocol. And the protocol is talking to the man upstairs. So with that being said, dear God, we thank you for another day, our life, our health, our strength, our opportunities, things that we have, the things we don't have. We are grateful for it all because we all understand it happens to us and happens for us and not just to us. So God, we're grateful for the life that we have and the life that we're pursuing. And I'm also grateful for my son in the background screaming his head off. So right now, God, we actually look over at me right now and go forth as we go across the platform. They may be a benefit to someone in space in need of an area of confidence and character building. These things we do pray in the matchless name of the Most High. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, so you already know.
Let's go.
We will constantly hear the people in the background, but that matters none.
That's
I got
beautiful.
My guy Curt, the connector, in the
What's
building.
happening?
Curt, what it do, man?
Hey, man, it's another day being blessed on purpose, man. You know what I'm saying?
Purpose, not by mistake.
Not by mistake, man. It's another great day to be great on purpose. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So,
indeed.
yes, sir.
Indeed. For the people out there who might not know you, Curt, let them know who you are and what you do, bro.
Oh man, I used to be a dude that did everything until I realized I wasn't doing anything. You know what I mean? Once I figured that out, I figured out that the biggest thing that I do is help with clarity, right? Clarity, and then just getting tangible things executed in our life. So strategy, clarity, and then of course content and marketing is my bag, right? So figuring out those, like you said, looking at what we can do. A lot of times, I like to say, a lot of us walk around and we're moving in a dark room, and all we need is somebody to turn the light on so we can see where we're going.
Right.
And so that's what I like to do. I like to say I'm the person that walks in and turns the light on for you. I'm the person, like you said, you got the smooth haircut right now, but it don't mean anything if you can't see what you really look like to see how good you look, right? So I'm the person that comes in and cleans the mirror too, so you can see what you're supposed to be doing. So, clarity, mindset, execution, strategy, and then connections. I'm big on teaching how to connect intently, right? Because connections create currency and partnerships create profit. So that's what I do, man. That's me.
Man. Like, listen, so if you out there, let me tell y'all something. I've met this man a couple years ago now, and ever since I met him, like, my life has went upward. So check this out. For anybody out there that you need to be connected to anyone. Now check this out, and I mean anyone. If you need to be connected to anyone for any specific reason, his name is not Curt the Connector for no reason.
True.
Because I'm telling you, he will put you in connection with the right people. It's not just the person that you need, but it'll be the right person. So I'm telling you guys, RJD is vouching for this man because I'm telling you, he's done it for my life. He's done it for me, so I know he'll do it for you. Check him out if you need any kind of connection with anyone. So that means everybody listening to this podcast should be reaching out to you because we all need to get connected to somebody.
True.
Check that out.
Facts.
So today, on this podcast, we're gonna have a good conversation. The conversation is gonna be around obviously character and confidence building, but the basis of the conversation, I want to talk about the commitment and integrity portion, right? How important that is to your building of confidence, bro. So today we're gonna talk about the commitment first, bro. Like, when you hear the word commitment, what do you think, man?
Oh man, commitment. When I hear that, I have to pull from Inky Johnson, right? Commitment is when you're showing up to do what you say you will do long past when feeling like doing it has left, right? And
feelings.
So, feelings, right? And so that's what commitment means to me, man. Like I said, I have to give all credit to Inky on that one. It's staying true to what you said you will do when you said you would do it long past when you feel like doing it has subsided. Commitment is one of the things that builds your name. It builds your credibility. It builds your brand. And we've heard this in rooms that you never enter, right? because
Facts.
they talk about your commitment. Like, yo, that person's committed, right? I mean, seeing it through, showing up and doing it what you said you was gonna do at the time that you said you was gonna do it. So commitment is the basis, the platform, of launching anything. If you're not committed to doing it, then you're gonna give half effort, right?
Right. Right.
But when you're committed to doing it, I may not, like we just talked offline. If you're committed to changing your body, you're committed to getting your day started, it's going to be a lot of times you're not going to feel like waking up first thing in the morning.
Every day I don't feel like it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Ever,
I don't
right?
want to do that.
But the amazing thing about the human body is once you commit to doing it, right?
Right.
Once you commit to saying, hey,
Right.
I'm going to do this, and you get started,
Right.
it's your body will take over at some point. Your body will get to a point where it's willing you to do it because now it knows that you're committed to it. You almost feel this emptiness if you don't get up.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, I've been getting up and shooting basketball. Like, man, when I don't get up and shoot basketball, it's like your day is thrown off, right?
Completely off.
Yeah.
You don't feel like yourself at that point.
Exactly. And that's what commitment stands for. Commitment makes you feel like, yo, something, is off. When we're talking to clients, talking to our people, it's a lot of times like, man, I could be doing something else, but I'm committed to transforming someone's life. Let me do. And that's the other thing about commitment. You realize it's not about you.
Oh, yeah. And you know what's so crazy, Curt? Because the reason we're having this conversation is because I've learned that is the common thread in people changing their life is the commitment portion.
Yeah.
And it's not just that it's hard for them to commit to what they want to do and what they want to be, is that they haven't let go of the commitment to who they still are. Like a lot of people are committed to what got into where they are right now. And that's force of habit through creatures, right? Like we're creatures of our habits, but once something is taking us to its limit, it's as far as it can take us. And then if not, we're stagnant.
Yeah.
So I've learned that a lot of us are committed to the thing that's gotten us here, but instead of committing to something new, we still hold on to the past, bro. So it's like, how do you break that commitment of the old to the old you, Curt?
Well, yeah, that's great that you said that, man, because we all committed to something, right?
Right.
We're committed to being who we are or who we want to become, right?
Correct.
And so when you're talking about breaking commitments, it's ultimately changing habits. That's really what it breaks down to. If you want to commit to being anything, you're either starting or breaking a habit, right?
Correct.
If I'm committed to being lazy, then that means I have lazy habits.
Correct.
And the only way to commit to something else means I have to start changing my habits, right? And that's why, like you said, when people are talking about commitment, it's really talking about what habits are you willing to change? Because if you're not willing to change the habits, you're going, like you said, I'm going to stay committed to being who I was. And that's the hardest thing to break, because commitments, means I have to adjust and get uncomfortable, because we naturally start to form habits regardless of what some of our habits we do it unconsciously because we just do it, right?
Right.
Some subconscious habits, right? And then it's like, once you get started with something and then it becomes autopilot, you're just doing it to doing it, until somebody like yourself, confidence coach, is like, if I'm so used to talking negatively about myself, I get conditioned to every time something happens, I'm saying something negative about myself. I'm defeating my own self, and I'm hearing myself talk down about myself. And then you come in and you're like, no, let's shake that up.
Right.
Well, that means
vocabulary.
I got to change the vocabulary. That becomes a habit.
Right.
I have to do that. And that's what you would teach me. Hey, okay, no, this is what we're going to say to each other, and we're going to keep doing it. We're going to stay committed to doing it. Now you're starting to change my habit. So it's just like with a computer. To erase old information, you have to overwrite old information and new information, right? So for anybody's like, man, how am I doing that? Well, okay, start with a new habit, just one,
right,
and stay committed to doing it. Yeah. If you and here's the other thing, talking about coaching, if RJD tells you as a confidence coach to wake up every morning and say something positive about yourself, You have to do the exercise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
You
got to
can't.
do the work.
Yeah, it doesn't happen by osmosis. You
Right.
can't just wake up the next day and lay in bed and just look around and be like, okay, no. If you know, if you say, hey, I need you the next 7 days to wake up and say this mantra, you have to wake up and say the mantra, right?
Yo, I'm so glad you're saying this right now. It's being recorded because, yo, Curt, like, yo, I got some clients and y'all know who y'all are. Right?
Yeah.
You watch this podcast, you know exactly who y'all are.
Yeah.
It's like they think it's like, and they even said it to me. It's like, oh, I think it's stupid. Like, oh, I don't think it really does anything. But what we don't realize is we go to the gym one day and come home, you're not going to see a difference. And if you do see a difference, it's only your eyes playing tricks on you.
Yeah.
Your blood is pumping in that area. And I guarantee you take a hot shower, it'll be gone. So if you go to the gym one time, you're going to get no results.
Right.
You go to the gym 2 times, you're not going to get any results.
Right.
But it's the accumulation of you going to the gym that actually gives the work and the result that you're looking for. And it's the same thing with talking to ourselves. Mm-hmm. If you're not in the space to where you're constantly telling yourself, I am phenomenal, I am great, I am a man, I am powerful, I am limitless, I am abundant, I am worthy. If you're not telling yourself these things on a regular basis, you are automatically being told something different and negative by the world around you.
Yep.
Off the rip. Yep. Every morning you wake up, the news, I know everybody checks the news, they check their cell phones. Negative information is being thrown at you at a rapid rate. If you don't start your day with the mantras and the way that you're going to talk to yourself in a positive way, it's almost impossible for you to go with the day and attack the day powerfully.
Yeah, man. That's so true. I there's this phrase that now I'm starting to use. You got to have that winergy, right?
Yes.
You got to have that winergy. You got to have that winergy. That's what people don't understand. We have to go on the offensive, right?
Yes.
Because
talk about that, Curt.
We're bombarded with information, whether we are consciously aware of it or not. There's so much stimuli coming at us and saying what you're not, what you haven't done, what you are not going to accomplish. We have to be as aggressive with, like you said, I am limitless, and not just saying it in the morning and really just leaving it. You're going to probably have to say it a couple of times throughout the day.
Absolutely.
Because you're getting bombarded on the other side by everything that's saying what you are not going to be able to do. Sometimes friends and family still holding you hostage to what you haven't done, right? Your own internal speaking and doubts and comparison about what you're not here at this age, or you don't have this going on at this. So as much as you are hit with that, you also have to be as aggressive to either equal it or surpass it.
Yes.
Right. So when people are like, man, RJD, that feels weird. And, that doesn't do anything. Well, that's because you haven't done it enough. You haven't gotten the reps in. It hasn't become a habit to you. Right. Because it's fail safe that when you do it and you stay consistent with doing it, you stay committed to doing it, you turn back around and be like, man, it does work. It does work. Like, this confidence thing, man, is true. Like, I didn't think that saying these mantras and saying these words and all that works. Well, the reason why it works is because I can tell you that it works because I've had to do it.
Exactly. And that's what I be like. I'm so glad you're saying this, Curt, because I'm appointing my guys to this episode, because it's like, you're saying every single thing that I've been saying for months now. Right. Because if you don't tell yourself, who else is gonna do it, right, Curt? Like, let's just be honest right here. Like, you wake up in the morning, the first person that's gonna speak to you is you. The first person. So if you're not already feeding yourself what's necessary for you to be positive already, guess what? The moment you step out of your bed, the world is set up for you to come directly at you.
Somebody gonna feed you.
Somebody is.
Yeah. Somebody gonna feed you. One way or the other, you gonna get fed.
Yes, indeed. Conscious or unconscious, you will be fed.
Yeah.
Even down to the things on your walls and the environments. So I'm getting real big on this environment and making sure that things around me are conducive for me to execute.
Yeah.
Right? Because I know that if things are in front of me to do, I'll do them. But if they're tucked in the corners, I won't. So I even have mantras on the window.
Yeah.
I am limitless. I am the phenomenal coach. I am the best character and confidence development coach in the world. This is what's on my mirrors in front of me in my environment. Because in order for us to really do, like you said, Curt, if whether you do it or not, you're going to be fed.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, right? If that is the case, no matter what's going to happen, you're going to be fed. Why not feed yourself the things that are going to nourish you in the way that you want to be in no actuality?
Yeah. That's powerful, man. Listen, people like to say, people want to say, why should I do it? I like to say, why shouldn't you?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Why shouldn't you do it? You know,
That's
it's
the
like,
question.
oh man, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it does make sense.
Yo,
you
Curt,
know?
check this out. So the pull-up bar, right?
Yeah.
I had that analogy in my head. So when I first got on the pull-up bar as a youngin, when I couldn't pull myself up, I looked crazy. Like, like it's struggling. The body is weak. The body is shaking. I'm rocking back and forth, trying to use momentum to pull me up.
Yeah.
But over time, right, of doing it, getting through it ugly, not worrying about who's laughing at you, not worried about who's looking at you, but getting the reps in, doing as best you possibly can on an everyday basis. It went from that struggling, scrawny kid trying to pull himself up to now we are cleanly pulling ourselves up. And clean letting ourselves down. It's a total different view. The same person doing the same work.
You stay committed to it.
Just got to stay committed. And that's another part of the conversation. So when you commit yourself to something, do you only commit yourself when somebody is watching, Curt?
No, the biggest commitment is when no one is watching, right? It is important when people are watching. You're right. But it's more important when people aren't watching. You know, when
what's that word?
What, commitment?
No, what's that I word that you doing stuff when there's nobody watching?
Integrity. Yeah. Integrity is not just doing it when people, you know, I flipped it on his head. Integrity is not just doing it when people aren't watching. It's doing it also when people are watching. But yes, it's definitely important for you to have integrity to yourself. That when you are by yourself, you stay true to your word that you said you was going to do, because that is when the money is made. Right. That integrity to when I get home and I don't feel like it. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to send another email. I don't want to make a phone call. You know, I don't want to, you know, I committed to a podcast weeks ago and now the day has happened. And man, I don't feel like doing it. You know, I could do something else with it. No, that's when integrity hits, right? So a lot of times you can't give yourself, you know, as Kobe Bryant would say, you don't negotiate with yourself, right?
There's no negotiation.
Sometimes you gotta pull the trigger right then, because you know if you give yourself half a second, you're gonna figure out a way to get out of it.
Yes, right? Indeed. Yes, indeed.
You know, even with this, that's why I sent the message to confirm, because I know if I gave myself the other side, I start looking for ways to get out of it.
Right.
Let me do the next right thing. I know that if I send a message, okay, that's the first step, right? That's having integrity. I said I was going to do it. Let me send this message.
Boom.
Right. Even though I knew it, it's like, no, this is my commitment to make sure I show up.
Yes, indeed.
As soon as I get it back now, like we both know, like you're cognizant that you're supposed to be there. And the person like you sent me the message, I'm recognizing too. Now we both link together. So if I don't show up, it ain't because I didn't know. It's like, oh, you weak sauce right now.
It's like weak sauce.
You weak sauce right now. You hot. I call it you that hot butter boy, right? Right. You soft right now. You know what I mean? You soft. You're hot butter boy, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what it is, man. Like you said, it's integrity.
Yeah,
you know? It's integrity, because nobody outside of your lady and your kids, nobody knows that you're supposed to get up in the morning and go to the gym. Right. So, but if you don't have that integrity to be like, no, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go to the gym, right? Then it don't matter about anybody else, because it's really about you saying, I'm gonna have integrity to say that I know I'm supposed to get up. Let me
Right.
go and get up. Don't let me lay here anymore. Because the longer you lay there, the better the bed feels. And then everything starts popping up of why you shouldn't go.
Right. All kinds of
Right.
excuses pop in your
Oh
head.
man, it's beautiful. I mean, I call it the sweet, man. It'd be sweet, man. It'd be the best Kool-Aid you ever had, right?
Yes. Give
Like,
it, give
oh
you a
man.
sweet dose of it.
Oh
You
man,
can
you be
just lay
laying
in the
there
bed. You
like,
don't got to worry about it. Don't worry about it
yeah,
today.
yeah. Oh, won't you sit here and cuddle?
Yeah, you know it's warm in his bed. You know she don't
Oh,
want you to get up.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
man. If you go right, you know what? Just wait,
And
man.
then
You know,
the minute talk start happening. Well, you know
yeah.
what? I'm already 15 minutes late. I'm 15 minutes into
Might
workout.
as well not go.
Yeah, it don't make it. I ain't gonna pull an hour in, so why go?
I don't
Before
even
you
know where my
know it,
shoes at. I didn't get my clothes out, right?
all
I
kind of
didn't get
stuff.
I'm then all of a sudden you be like, well, I am a little sore, right? Oh man, I did go hard the last 3 days.
I could use this time off to rest
I
my
could.
body.
I think I did see somebody, man. They did say the pandemic is starting to increase. I think when I was in the gym the other day, I heard somebody cough,
Yeah,
man.
somebody
Maybe
coughed on
today.
2 machines.
Yeah.
It might not be. You know what? I should stay out of there today.
Yeah, every time I go to one machine I really want to go to, or the machine I'm gonna go to today is always packed. So
Right.
let me not go. Or, well, you know what? If I don't go today, I'm gonna go later on, or I just don't. I go twice tomorrow.
That's that lie right there. Yo, I'm gonna go
That's
later
that good one.
on. That's
That's
that
that
good
good
one.
one.
That's that
That's
good
that
one.
good one,
I'm gonna
right?
go
Like,
later.
oh, yeah. Or
Yeah.
I love oh well, okay, you know what? If I don't go right now, I know I'm gonna be committed because I'm gonna call my boy and but you gonna call your boy that ain't never been to the gym
And don't ever want to go.
and every time you ask him, he say no, right? But that's who
Right.
you gonna call. Like, I'm gonna call my boy later. We gonna go. No, you're
Yeah.
not.
He gonna be ready to go too. When I call him this time, he gonna be ready.
Yeah. No, you're not.
But see, and this is the reason why we lack confidence, Curt, because we lack the commitments, right? And then the integrity behind it. This is the reason why I want to have this conversation, because so many of us think that confidence just happens to us.
It's a muscle.
Yes, it's a muscle that must be worked out.
Yeah.
And what we don't realize is, if confidence is the muscle, character development is the workout.
Yeah.
And the top of that is integrity, man.
Yeah.
What is your truth? Or what are you telling yourself?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, especially with myself, I was lacking confidence because I was lying to myself on a regular basis.
How
many times have you lied to yourself, Curt?
Oh man, I lie to myself daily. What do you mean? It is. Listen, man. It's a reset. It's a reset every day. That's the biggest thing I had to figure out. It's a reset. It's not one day that you don't have to reset, man. You know, they say success is rented and the bill is due every day.
Yes,
that's true.
Right,
bro. It ain't. Listen, the negative side, like you say, we talk about confidence, the doubt, the defeat, the despair, bruh, that's hitting you every day.
All angles.
All angles, bro.
Yes.
Sometimes it comes and you like, yo, who? I don't even know them. I ain't talked to this dude, or I ain't talked to her in like years. Where did that come from? Like, oh man, you remember back in 96, bro, you was supposed to do this and you was too scared. And then what happened?
Now you're reliving it.
Oh, you start reliving it. And then all the other stuff that you battling with start popping up, right? And it's 2022 and somebody take you back to 96, 98, 2010, 2021. And then you start feeling the momentum, the snowball start hitting you, right? And it's the elevator. It start pressing you down. Before you know it, you sitting in the joint like defeated.
Yeah, head down.
Yeah, man, RJD. Now you done told the person, you done told them what to say to themselves, right?
Right.
You told them, hey, first thing in the morning, afternoon, evening, 5 o'clock. What happened at 4:55? Here come that negative talk, right? Now at 5 o'clock, you done gave them the blueprint what to say. They don't do it at 5, right? it get pressed down. Then it's 5:30. Then it's 7 o'clock.
Mm.
Then they see you the next day and you looking because you the coach. You know the language, right?
And I can tell by the energy and their body
Yeah.
language, you ain't said your mantras.
Yeah,
You ain't been
you
up.
looking at them like, yo, what's good? What's good with you? Oh, I'm good, RJD. And you looking like, Slim, you forget I've been through this. I know what it looked like. See, that's the thing, man. It's like, bro, and that's why sometimes I laugh when people get coaches, right? It's one thing to get a coach to make you feel better about yourself and the negative and the funkiness that you have, right? It's another thing to get a coach to truly transform you. That's a different level of responsibility. That coach is coaching you because we know what it looked like. Because the number one person we had to coach was ourselves. That's what they forget.
Almost.
We had to start being committed to ourselves, right? So you know what that looked like. You looking like Slim. Your shoulders folded over, your chest. You
haven't even begun.
Yeah, man, hold on. Let me talk to you, Slim. Did you say your mantras yesterday? Oh, well, and then they want you to be okay with the excuses.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? They want you, well, life got so busy and I couldn't. And you sitting there like, do you forget I got 2 kids and a whole wife to take care? And I'm still staying committed to show up and be here and give my time. What you talking about? Life got too big. We both got this RJD, Curt. We ain't got 28 hours.
That's a 12
days. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got 28 hours and 12 days. We got the same hours that you have. We got the same days that you have. That's a beautiful equalizer, right?
That's it.
But people somehow think that is different. And I wish, man, that we could get to a point we just, like the old school men used to do, just punch you in the chest with it.
Hey, and let me tell you something. Like, and this is why I coach men, because I don't. And shout out to our queens out there. I love and appreciate y'all. But when it comes down to giving the raw and the real, like, I'm not playing. Yeah. And my clients, they understand it, because in order for you to even come into session with me, you have to understand, like, yo, I'm not going to hold any punches, because life is not. There's nothing about life is going to hold off on you.
Not at all.
Life is not going to say, oh, I'm going to take it easy on him this week. No. The fact that, and this is a question I get asked a lot too, Curt. How many days do you got to do this personal development thing? How many days a week?
Every day that ends in Y.
I
got a smart mouth, man. That's why sometimes I have to be careful, because it come out. Yeah, but go ahead, man.
No, but for real though, Curt, I'm being so serious, because it's like I get these questions asked to me, and it's like, yo, do you understand? Especially in the first beginning years of this, like most of us, right? We don't begin this personal development journey, especially as Black men, until we're in our 30s, right? We don't even pick it up that early. So it's 20 plus years of us doing something one way. And you think that just because you do a few days of the new work that you should have been doing for the last 20 is going to work all of a sudden? Nothing works that way. Nothing. So my next question, Curt, is how do we become more conscious of our commitments? How do we be more conscious of our commitments and our integrity as men? What does that look like for us?
It looks like first taking it looks like two things. I'm gonna put them equal. First, it looks like being honest with yourself, right? You got to be honest with yourself.
Now you're talking good, Curt.
Yeah, you got to go face the facts sometimes, right? And then two, you got to do some kind of assessment to start to understand who you are. Right. You got to do that part. So you on one hand, you got to figure out who you are, right? On the other hand, you got to start being honest with yourself. You got to, if you trash, you got to say you trash.
Right. And be okay with it.
Because then you can come back from it, right? You can start to build. Right. But again, when you sitting there pouring the sugar in it, right? It start tasting sweet. You like, man, I ain't that bad. See that right there? I ain't that bad, right?
Yeah, that's that wax sauce, right?
Yeah, that's that wax sauce. They're like, ain't that bad, right? And then here's the other thing that I'm gonna say, man. You got to start forgiving yourself.
Right. Damn, Curt, you're
You
so
got to
right.
start forgiving yourself, man. For
Grace and
real.
space, man.
Grace and space, man. You got to forgive yourself, right? I tell people, look, you got to start understanding how much power you have.
Right.
You got to
Right.
understand the two C's, choice and chance,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I told somebody the other day, man, you got to start saying, I am in control.
Yes.
That's the phrase. I am in control. I am in control of myself. I'm in control of my life. I'm in
Mm-hmm.
control of how I treat, others. I'm in
Right.
control of how I treat kids. I'm in control of how I treat my spouse. I'm in control, right? I'm in control of my emotions,
Right. Right.
right? And so going back, like you said, when you start doing that, man, your character, your commitment, it starts to change, right? But it ain't gonna feel good.
No.
That's the other thing, man. It's just like you ain't. Let's say you've had 20 years of being stagnant, right?
Right.
Of had a sedentary lifestyle. Oh man, that first push up gonna hurt,
Oh yeah.
right? That first walk gonna hurt. That first curl gonna hurt,
Oh yeah.
right? But what happens when you stay committed to it and
Mm-hmm.
consistent with it, right? Your character starts to change,
Right.
right? It may hurt that you have to go back and apologize to some people. That hurts,
Yes.
right? Because you see some people that you hurt. But here's the thing. I was in a place when I didn't know who I was, right? I was in a place that my lack of confidence caused me
Mm-hmm.
to project,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because I wasn't happy with me. I wasn't confident with who I was. So I used my lack of confidence and projecting as a defense tool, right? My character was trash because I didn't know who I was.
Correct.
My character was trash because I kept dumping the lack of being confident on top of each other, right? So the more that I wasn't confident, the more I got angry with myself,
Mm-hmm.
the more I started piling more of that on, and the more I got less, the more the lack of confidence kept going. So it's this huge cycle that keeps going, right? And I like to say, man, if you're trying to dig yourself out of a hole, don't keep throwing dirt on yourself. Right?
That's the silliest thing you can do. If you're gonna try to get out of a hole, keep putting it on top of you.
Yeah, like you on one hand, you like, I want to get out this hole. On the other hand, you pulling dirt on yourself.
And let me tell you, one thing we don't want to do is be counterintuitive to our own selves, right? Like,
Yeah, man.
we don't like, and that's the reason why so many of us are having the issues we have. And I'm even myself personally, is that we don't go and attack the day with all the energy that we have. Like,
Yeah.
in order to really be able to give it your all and get your all, right? You have to have the mindset first and foremost.
Yeah.
Now, if I told myself when I first woke up in the morning, well, today it's gonna be a okay day. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get through the day. I'm right.
Right.
I'm absolutely right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be trash today.
Right. Like I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
There's no lies. There's no lies detected at all in that statement.
Nope.
But if I wake up in the morning, I say, I am phenomenal. I am outstanding. I am amazing. And today, goddamn, is going to be a phenomenal damn day.
Yep.
You're absolutely telling the truth. There's still no lies detected.
Right.
So what I realize is that we don't understand the power in our words.
Mm-hmm.
We don't understand the power in within our own mouths directed to ourselves.
Yep.
And until we understand that kind of power, we're going to misuse it. We're going to continuously misuse it or think that it doesn't have any kind of power.
Exactly. So, for people watching this, let's go back. We're going to ask the question. So let's give them some tangible things, right? So ask the question, because some people done tuned it out, right?
Okay.
Some people done tuned it out. So we're going to hit them again because they're going to be watching the podcast. So we're going to run it back. They think they got away from it, right? They think they got away from it. Nope. We're going to run it back. So ask the question again, and we're going to give them some tangible again.
All right. So what does it look like? What is it like to have a strong commitment and integrity to build that confidence? What does that look like?
So so again, I told you first, you got to find out who you are.
Correct.
Right. Find out why you do what you do. Mm-hmm. Understand all that. Next, what it looks like is, so on physically, what it looks like is what our ancestors used to tell us, right? Stand up, pull your shoulders back.
Stand up.
Right?
Stand proud.
Stand proud.
Right.
Put your chest out. Hold your chin up, right? Right. That's the physical part of
Right.
it, right? You
That's
got to look that part, right?
Mhm.
The other thing of what it looks like that I'm willing, and I'm gonna go deep in a mindset behavior part. It looks like I'm willing to do every damn thing that I have to be 180 of what I used to be when I was letting the negativity feed me, when I was telling
Mm.
myself the lie, right? And so
Right.
what does that mean? That means that my coach tells me I'm supposed to say I'm powerful. I'm supposed to say I'm limitless. I'm supposed to say today will be a phenomenal day. I'm going to write them down and I'm going to do it, right? I'm going to time block it out.
Right.
First thing in the morning, right? My coach tells me, RJD tells me to do this. As soon as my feet touch, I'm saying it.
Boom.
Right? Because I'm committed to making sure that when I show up, I can tell RJD tangible things. Yo, I did this 3 times a day, just like you told me. Prove RJD a lie, right?
Right.
Don't just hear the process. Don't just trust the process, mimic the process, right?
Right.
So do all that you're being told to do. And then if it doesn't work, go back and be like, RJD, what you said ain't true. Right.
Right.
So, okay, I'm taking notes. This is what it looks like. I'm taking notes. How much I'm supposed to write it down. I'm blocking time out to write it down. I'm putting it in my phone. I'm putting an alarm, right? We got alarms for everything.
Everything else.
Everything else. I'm putting an alarm in, right?
Right.
If I'm at work, I'm adding it to my Outlook calendar.
That's
right.
right. Be
Take
intentional.
15 intentionally. That's what it looks like. It looks like the intent. It looks intentional, right? So people, hey, where are you going right now? Oh, on my lunch break, I'm going out here to do my confidence talk, my confidence walk. It's amazing what happens when you start telling the people around you what you're doing.
Yes.
Right? So when you do that, the people around you start actually holding you responsible, but also some of them start encouraging you.
Absolutely.
Right? It starts to separate the people that want to see you win and the people that want to see you whine, right?
Right.
Right. So you
They
start
love when you
telling
come
people,
to them whining. Those are the folks you don't want to be around.
Oh, so that's what it looks like. One, it looks like, okay, how do I start my day?
Right.
You're going to be talked to by somebody. Talk to yourself, right? You're the first person you talk to, like you said.
That's a fact.
Second, it looks like the actions and the intent that you're doing throughout your day, right? And then it looks
Actions
like,
and
how do
intent.
you, actions and intent. And then how do you end your day? Because see, when you believe you can, how you can shows up, right? So what are your actions and what are your intent? Effort is an indicator of interest. If you ain't interested in changing, you ain't gonna give no effort to it.
That's a fact.
But if you interested in changing, then when you end your day, right? You're gonna end your day before you go to bed. Like, yo, I won the day. It does not mean that your day's gonna be great.
Right.
It means that when you encounter those things, you still see the lessons in what you're learning, right? Like, yo, RJD, it wasn't a good day for me yesterday, right? You know, I talked to some people, I got down on myself a little bit, but in spite of that, I still did the practices. I still did what you told me to do. I still did the mantras, right? How did you feel about it, man? You know, I didn't feel good at first, but in the end, you know, I got my confidence back.
Right.
Right. I got my confidence back. Okay. Hey, you're going to have days like that. You're going to have days where you're going to be a little defeated.
That's a
but
fact.
we're going to have our actions are going to be intentional. Right. And so now when we do that, that's what it looks like. It starts to look like you standing up a little more. It starts to look like you speaking with confidence. I didn't say speaking loud. I'm speaking with confidence. Right. I'm believing it. Yeah, I'm believing in myself. And then it looks like when I come down and sit down and talk to you, like, yo, you start to see the change in me.
Right.
Right. You start to like, yo, you talking nice right now. You talking money. Okay.
Right.
You got a couple dollars in your pocket because you talking heavy, right? That's what it looks like. It looks like Yo, I got all these notebooks, RJD. I've been writing down how I feel. I've been talking. These are my confidence talks.
Right.
These are what's coming on. I'm seeing some people separate from me, and I'm seeing some people be attracted to me.
Mm-hmm.
My contact list is getting smaller because it's getting replaced
Right.
with these people, right? Some of the things that the way I used to talk has changed. I'm not comfortable with the same places. I go different places. I stay at home a little more now, right? I don't snap off as much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get as angry with myself as much as I used to. I'm hugging my kids more.
Right.
Right? That's what it looks like. The thing is, when we look at it, what we see physically is a representation of the things internally.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
right?
indeed. Yes, indeed.
It's the ramifications of what we, you don't see lack of belief.
No.
You see the behavior from when you
Yes.
don't believe in yourself. Right?
Truth.
You see, I got to make up for it with the gaudy things, right? I'm always buying these external things to make me feel confident about myself.
Right.
Because I like to say that confidence don't look like confidence. You know what I'm saying? Confidence.
One more time, Curt. Say that one more time.
Confidence don't look like confidence, right? It don't look like confidence, but what it does look like is surety.
Assurance.
I'm sure of my, what I'm saying? When you start seeing, when the person says to you, for anybody that's lacking confidence, this is how you know that your confidence has made it. When somebody walks up to you that kind of knows you and be like, yo, you walking a little more confidence about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But that don't have RJD, you always been confident. No, man, it's a muscle.
Yes.
The reason why I put my clothes on like now, because I'm confident.
Absolutely.
The reason why I'm calm and talking to you is because I'm confident. Because confidence don't look like the people that are really confident they wouldn't be what you would say that looks like.
No, definitely wouldn't.
They actually go ahead.
No, even myself personally, like I thought to myself when I was younger that me being so outward and me using my extrovert attributes was me being confident. And I thought that anyone who was extroverted and didn't mind going around and being amongst people and just being around people were just confident individuals. But the truth of the matter is I was one of the most insecure people in the world because I was using my ability to be an extrovert to keep everyone so far away from the tender parts of me, the parts that I was insecure in, the insecurities and all the things I didn't want nobody to know about me. So it's easy for me to be a life of the party because the life of the party, nobody has to actually see the life.
Right. Say that again. Say that. I don't want people to run past that right there.
Yes.
Say that again.
When you are the life of the party, no one has to actually check your life. Like no one's actually paying attention to you because you're only sufficing the moment for everyone else. Yeah. There's no real in look on who you are. There's no introspection happening at all whatsoever because you're so much concerned about living outwardly.
Yeah.
And once you've given your complete power to the exterior world, that's when your confidence is dwindling by the seconds because everything on the outside of your body, outside of your mind, controls your feelings and your emotions. And when you start allowing the exterior to control your emotions, you are now on a roller coaster ride with no control of the brakes. You have no control of the twists, the turns, the loops. You have no say-so of this ride. And you're going to be on it until you pretty much find somebody to help you get off of it.
Yeah, you talking heavy tonight. You talking heavy. You talking spicy right now.
Hey, and it's so crazy, Curt, because like these things people hear all the time. Like, and I've learned that. And it's like, yo, at first, a part of my fear of coaching was that, well, this stuff that people hear. But people hear this stuff all the time. But it's the application of this information. That's where the transformation is actually at.
Oh, you saying the cuss word application?
Yeah, I'm cursing tonight, right?
I'm cursing tonight, boy. You cursing tonight. You cussing. You ain't cursing. You cussing.
Cussing up in here, right?
Application. Oh,
Because where else is the transformation at, Curt? Right? Where is it? Where in the process, like is it hearing the news, hearing the information? Like
That's
is
one
that where the
part of it. Nope.
transformation is at? No,
Nope.
right?
Nope.
Is it in just the talking about it?
Nope. Nope. You gotta apply it.
You gotta, so it's in the doing, right? Like
Yep.
confidence, the building is in what you do.
Yeah.
It's and like you said earlier, it baffles my mind all the time. And I'm not taking shots at none of my guys, unless you feel like I'm taking a shot at you, then I am taking a shot.
Hit dog holler.
But if you're not doing the work, you can't say it's not working.
I'll run that back. Some people watching this podcast, they gonna let that go in the ear and not really sink into them. So run that back.
Yes, you can't say something is not working if you're not working the work. Like if you're not doing what the work entails, how could it possibly work?
Ooh.
But I got a secret. Come in. I don't want everybody to know this.
Okay.
But yo, it's work for other people.
No, it couldn't have been. It couldn't have. Nobody else had to do work. They just magic.
No.
Couldn't have worked. It couldn't work for other people.
Yo, it's so crazy because I asked Tony Robbins, right? And I'm so excited about this. Like about a month ago, I had the opportunity to do security for him, personal security. And at the event that he had called Date with Destiny. And I had the opportunity to ask him a question. I say, yo, what's the difference between your energy and my energy? And don't give me the on stage, and give me the real. What's so different about you? He simply said, I do the hard things every day. And when he said that, I said, well, I do hard things every day too. What do you mean? He said, no, I don't allow myself off the hook. I have hard conversations. I do the things that no one else likes to do on a day-to-day basis. And I do them in private. I do them when there's no one else watching.
That integrity.
Yes. And the energy you feel is because of the work that I do when there's no one else watching. And that's coming from someone who spent his last 30 some odd years of his entire life just becoming a better individual and studying in the process.
That's somebody that can charge $3 million an hour.
And let me tell you, so just put it like this, I can't disclose the number, but in order to be in the room that I was in, north of six figures, put it like that. You got it was north of six figures to even be in their atmosphere. 6 days, 13-hour days.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I listened to him. That's where I got that 3 million from. I caught when he said something one time. I was like, okay,
Slim. He's talking heavy.
Like everybody, like he glazed over and went to all these other. I'm like, no, that part, Slim, that part. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, man. You do like you said, you do the hard things, and you don't let yourself off the hook. You don't give yourself that wiggle room. You can't negotiate with yourself, man.
And you know what I realized too, Curt? I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, go.
No, I realized too is that a lot of us are so committed to looking for the things that we're not supposed to be looking for. And I learned that myself recently, just as recently. So you know how you're driving down the street and someone cuts you off?
Yeah.
You'll pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Oh, this person cut me off, and then it happened again a block, 2 blocks up. Oh, what's going on? I had it. Everybody's cutting me off, and then you'll go a block up, right? Some person will let you in the lane. You won't even pay attention to that.
No, because you're not focused on that.
Because that's not where you're not committed to finding the good in things. You're still committed to seeing the negatives. And this is what I've learned, even myself. Like when you start picking out those positives, they compile. Like, yo, just the other day, Curt, I'm coming home, I'm taking my wife to work. And the reason I'm even saying this is because I just did this. Right. I'm bringing her to work and leaving her at work and taking the kids to school. Someone let me in traffic. And I said, thank you. Right. I genuinely appreciated that. And I said to myself, wow, that was one time someone let me. And I appreciate the fact that she did that. That was a good thing. I really appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
Here I go again, turning the corner. And it was somebody else's turn to go. No, you can go. That's twice. Well, thank you. What?
Yeah.
Well, look at y'all out here in these streets.
Yeah, look at all this positivity. Look at this.
Now I'm like, things are popping now in my eyes. The green on the tree is popping now, Curt.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people that's walking on the street are smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like wherefore if we was paying attention to the other side of the coin,
yeah,
we'd see all the people negative, people that's cutting us off, the people that are giving us the finger.
Mm-hmm.
All these things would be in our face, but it's all because of what we're committed to looking for.
Yep.
And that's the biggest thing. Like, we got to understand it's our commitments that are literally controlling our confidence, our happiness, our joy.
Yep.
What are you committed to?
Yeah. Your character is going to show what you're committed to.
Oh shit.
Yeah. We can go there. Your character is going to show what you're committed to.
I gotta get out of here.
Thank you, Detroit. Have a good night.
Yes. Thank you and good night.
Yeah. Your character is going to show what you committed to. If you committed to seeing the negative and people cutting you off, if you committed to seeing, people not letting you on, then guess what your character is going to show? Your character is going to display that, right? Because you're going to be angry, right? Cussing people out. You're going to get out your car, looking ready to go, on go. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the person that you could let in the door. You're not, right? You're going to close the door behind you. You're going to come home angry because that's your character now.
Right.
Because you committed to seeing everything negative. But guess what happens if you switch your commitment? Like we've heard it. What you focus on focuses you. Right.
That's a fact.
And so if you committed to seeing, hey, you know what? This person let me in. Mm-hmm. Oh, this other person let me in. Then your character is going to show, because when you have the opportunity to meet somebody, they're going to see your character. They're going to see who you are, right? Because I am committed to doing the hard, as you say, Tony Robbins said, I'm committed to doing the hard work when nobody's around, and I'm not going to let myself off the hook. So now you're going to see my character. You're going to see who I am. That's why pressure is the greatest thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, pressure makes the good people fold, and pressure makes the great people focus.
Yo, and let me tell y'all something. Like, it's and Curt, that's so good. When it comes down to that pressure, yo, I've learned whenever your stomach hurts, it's because there's a certain amount of pressure in an area of your stomach that it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Right. That's all that gas is. It's a bubble that's actually pushing your insides. And the truth of the matter is that pressure is it has to be released.
Yeah.
And once you release that pressure, you feel what? You feel relieved.
You feel better. Yeah.
But guess what that pressure is also doing? See, what we don't realize, like, gas is in your body on purpose. It's moving things along.
Yep.
Like, without a certain amount of gas in your body, things wouldn't operate.
Nope.
So that pressure is necessary. See, one thing I said a little while ago, Curt, is that we think that things are negative when they're really necessary.
Right.
We think, oh, this hurts. Well, that pain is necessary to get to the next level, because on the next level, you're going to feel something 10 times that same pain. And if you're not prepared for it, it's going to drop you worse than what you were at the beginning.
Facts.
And this is why so many of us fall off of our commitments to be better, because we don't know what they entail.
Talk to them.
Like, when you commit to something, you have to know what you're getting yourself into. When I committed to knowing that I'm marrying my wife, I understood that I have to put things that I used to do to side. All those old features and things that I used to do have to be placed on the no longer available list.
Right.
Things have shifted because I've committed myself to her and our life together.
Come on now.
But I knew that when I got into it.
Yeah. A
lot of us get into commitments and don't know what we're getting into.
No.
Especially when it comes down to our confidence building.
Yeah. No, we jump into sometimes when we jump into that commitment, we lie to ourselves about what it's gonna take.
You ain't lying about
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm ready to get healthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the commitment to getting healthy means you can't eat the things that you want to eat all the time, right?
That fried chicken gotta go.
Yeah, yeah. That your intake in your water got to increase, right? You can't always be just sitting on the couch eating. No,
Gotta get some rest.
The commitment sounds good until the commitment comes knock on your door and asks for what the commitment takes, right?
Yes.
Oh, I ain't ready to pay. I'm not ready to pay for what the commitment takes, right? Because commitment wants interest.
Oh yeah.
Commitment's gonna get what it's gonna get, the payment plus interest.
And you know what's so crazy about the commitment too? And once it get paid, it's gonna hit you with the interest. And the truth of the matter is not gonna show up when you want it.
Oh no, because commitment. Listen, commitment don't work on a payment plan, right?
Oh no.
And commitment is like the IRS. They ain't gonna show up when you expect them.
Right.
They
when
gonna show up when you least expect it, right?
Exactly.
Commitment has a beautiful way of showing up at that moment when your commitment is not high.
Right.
It
sounds like that old saying, everybody wants the accountability until it's time to be held accountable.
Oh, come on. Everybody wants accountability. It's time to get accountable, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody wants to be responsible in time until it's time to have responsibility laid upon you, right?
Facts.
And so that's where your character comes in, though. Going back to it, your character comes in when your commitment shows up.
Right.
Like, yo, commitment's knocking on the door. Commitment's here for the payment. My character's gonna shine through now.
That's right. A fact.
My character's gonna say that I'm here to do what I'm supposed to do when I said I was gonna do it. That's my character, right? The character speaks about you in rooms again that you don't enter. You got to make your character allows you to turn enemies into allies.
Right. Absolutely.
Good character is an inch wide but a mile deep.
Facts.
Bad character, mile wide, inch deep. Right. Bad characters, people tolerate you. People tolerate you, right? When you got bad character,
you can only be tolerated.
You only tolerate it. Good character, great character, you're welcomed.
Ooh.
It's a difference. If we think about our grandparents, right? You come over, so you bring somebody over to the house, your grandparents will tolerate that person, right? That's different than you bring somebody with good character, right?
Right.
Good feeling, good energy. They feel, oh, that's a good person to be around you. That's when they open the door, they welcome you in. So you can always tell, man. Look, when we get older, like you said, you get older, you start picking up on things, right?
Right.
Good character, great character. When you say you about to leave, I'm thinking of my grandparents. Say you about to leave, grandparents be like, "No, baby, stay a little bit."
Yeah. Why you got to go so soon, baby?
Yeah. Bad character.
Get your ass out of here.
Yeah. Oh, they hit you with the. All right, see you later.
Yeah. It was good to see you.
Yeah. How long you staying? How long you staying?
That's right.
I got some other things, so I just while you here, okay, that's cool. I just got to let you know I got something to. Great characters, like no, you ain't got to rush.
Right.
And that's what speaks again. Yeah. What are people saying about you when you're not around? That's your character. What do people say about you when you can't do nothing for them? What do people say about you when the money's not involved?
Wow.
See, a lot of people pay for character. They pay for people to talk good about them. As soon as the money goes, they leave.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talking spicy now, boy.
When the money goes, the good talking doesn't flow anymore, right? But see, great character. When you got great character, people tell you put your money aside. You good. Your money ain't good here.
Right.
Because your character's paying for everything. Right. No, keep your money in your pocket, man. You solid with me. You good with me. I ain't even gonna don't disrespect me by giving you your money. Bad character. Hey, Slim, pay me what you owe.
With tax.
With tax.
And interest at times.
Hey, man. Commitment wants its interest. Right.
Believe that.
And so that's what it looks like, man. When you ask people, hey, what would you say about me? Do the hard stuff and don't let yourself ask people like, yo, what would you say about me? Like for real. Sit in a room, ask people, what would you say about me? How would you describe me? And then be prepared for whatever they say back.
Right.
Just say thank you.
Right.
Don't get defensive. Don't get in your feelings.
Don't internalize it.
Don't listen to what people are
take
saying.
it personal.
Yeah.
The 4 agreements.
And if you really want to know, get around some kids.
Yo, Curt, it's so funny you just said that because my wife and my mother-in-law were just having a conversation because we just picked up my kids today from my mother-in-law's.
Right.
And my daughter, 5-year-old, free spirit, say whatever comes off the cuff.
Yeah.
Grandma, what's wrong with your eyes? They're small. Like now, you know, older women, they get the small eyes and eyes, they get tight and all those things. And then she says to her mommy, Mom, you guys eat a lot of food. Your bellies are getting big. So I was just like, because, you know, as adults, we already like, oh, shoot. But out of the mouths of babes, though, that's what the good book says.
Yeah.
Comes the truth. Yeah. And it's like, and the one thing about children, there's no malintent. So if you, like you said, to your point, Curt, if you want to know that truth, and you really want to hear it for what it's worth, ask a child.
Ask a child, bro.
Ask a child.
Ask a child. If you got kids around you that know you a little bit, what would you say about me? They gonna first kind of hit you like, you want me to tell the truth?
Right. They'll give you that look like, you sure?
Would you say I'm committed? Because see, kids haven't hit that filter yet. Let me process this to make you feel good, right? So ask the kid, because the kid will tell you, I don't think you are committed. Okay, why? Because kids got amazing memory too. Because
you didn't show up. Yep, you didn't show up. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. Absolutely.
So would you say that dad, mom's not committed? Yeah. Okay. But see, once you have that, what can we do?
Right. Yo, Curt, you said something earlier that really triggered something in me. You said, be honest with yourself, because the truth is not where you're going to be. A lot of us are scared of the truth where we are right now, because in our minds subconsciously, this is where we're going to be at.
Yeah.
Like, if you just realizing, like, yes, if you're trash right now, it's good to admit right now I'm trash. Right now, in this moment, my habits are trash.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean 6 months from now that you're going to still be the person you are right now.
No, it just means right now you're trash.
That's it.
But that's once you know it, once you say it, once you tell yourself that bitter truth, then you can go somewhere with it. Okay, like I'm trash. What do I need to do? That's why I say once you believe that you can become better, how to become better shows up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? How to become better. If I believe I can be confident, the how is RJD. That's the how. He's going to show you how to become confident. He's going to take you through his confidence building program, right? He's going to bring you into the community. So now, because I believe I can be more confident, the universe, the spirit, the Holy Father will start to show the how-tos that show up.
Right.
It's amazing how it happens. A lot of y'all not going to believe this, right? I understand. You've been told it doesn't work like that. The mantras don't work. I get it. This is not for you. This is for the people that are really ready to make the change.
Right.
Listen, the sheep hear the shepherd's voice, right? For those that want that confidence, for those that want to change their character, for those that want to be commitment. If you've lasted this long, here's what's going to happen. Say, I believe I can. And how you can do it will show up. Right. As soon as you start believing it. And I ain't talking about the pseudo belief, right? I ain't talking about in the midst of laying there and it sound good, right? While you sitting at McDonald's about to get the chicken nuggets and the large fry and the large Coke, right? The extra large. No. I'm talking about saying you believe it when you sitting on your steps and you feel defeated
Mm.
and you feel disgusted because you've allowed yourself to go back to where you know you shouldn't have been, right? You
Right.
made a decision that you felt that you really knew that you shouldn't have made, right? You listened to somebody or you got inside the environment and you wasn't happy with it.
Right.
Here's the thing, nobody's coming to save you.
Nope.
I get it. You've been hurt. I get it. You wasn't loved. I get it. Your father didn't say he loved you. Your mother didn't say she loved you. I get it. But guess what? You have the ability to change it, right? You have a choice and a chance right now. So
Right now.
be committed to the process of transforming and be committed to saying, I believe that I can be the one to change this whole thing, right? You could be the person that takes generations on a different path.
Right.
First, you got to believe it. Let your character precede you and let your commitment keep you, right? So for those that's lasted this long, for those that's listening, listen, you made it to the right place, right? Because I know you was wondering. Somebody believes in you, yes. We gonna believe in you as much as you believe in yourself.
Facts. I believe in each and every one because I believe in me.
Oh,
right?
Come on now. They missed that. Say that again.
I believe in each and every person because I believe in me. Because I believe in what I have within me. And I'm made from the same substance that each and every one of y'all are made from. We're from the same source.
Yeah.
We're all from the same source.
Last time I checked, one egg and one sperm.
That's it.
That's all it was.
That's all it was.
Okay.
And the truth of the matter is, if I can believe in me, you can believe in you.
Oh, come on now. You talking spicy.
It's because there is nothing that I can do that you don't have the ability to do. And that goes for anybody and everything. Think about the person you look up to the most. My mentor told me this a long time ago. Think about the person you look up to the most. Whether that be an athlete, superstar, rapper, industry, entertainer, it doesn't matter. Whoever that person may be, they have the same insecurities as you.
Yeah. They just know how to do the hard work.
But the only thing different is they believe in themselves more than they believe in their insecurities.
Come on now.
They believe in their abilities to figure it out more than they believe in their doubts.
Oh, you
That's
talking
the difference.
Yeah. You wanted to cuss tonight. I see that's what that's about. You wanted to talk.
Listen,
I didn't know that we were choosing violence tonight. I would have came with my gloves. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know we were throwing them verbal hands like that.
Listen, man, like we had to take the gloves off at some point because we have to actually be better, right? And we said in order to be better, we have to feel the pain. And I've learned that the more you go to pain, the faster it's over with.
Yeah. The only reason you ain't changed is because it hasn't hurt hard enough. When it hurts enough, you'll move.
Yo, because shout out to Warriors Taylor because he had an analogy about the teeth. But boy, it hit home for me because when I have a toothache, it's different levels of it.
Yeah.
When my tooth is bothering me, take a Tylenol, keep it pushing.
Yeah. If it hurts enough, though, you're gonna get up and go.
When that tooth starts to throbbing,
okay,
I might take a Percocet or something, try to keep it pushing. But when that tooth it hurts and it stops everything, there is nothing else to do but to go to find someone that can get that relief.
Come on now.
It has to hurt bad enough to do what? Go change it.
Yeah.
So the truth of the matter is, in order for you to really make a change in your character and your confidence, you got to hurt enough in the space of you just tired of missing out on what? Relationships, opportunities, experiences.
Yep.
Because that's what life is, right, Curt? Life is made up of opportunities, experiences, and relationships.
That's all it is.
And if you're going to continue to miss out on them because of your commitment to building your character, you're going to constantly be low in your confidence.
Listen, that's why I told people today, man, when I was talking to them, no fear 22. No fear 22.
No
Boundary,
fear.
a boundary-less life, right? Taking
Mm,
boundaries off, man. Yes, I
mm.
got boundaries set up about, hey,
Right,
these
right,
are
right.
things that but outside of that, I'm taking the boundaries off my life, man.
Go.
No fear 22.
No
That's
fear.
what yeah, no
No
fear
fear. I
22.
love that.
That don't mean that I'm not gonna be nervous, but the people that are successful, they see the fear, they
Hmm.
face the fear, right?
Right.
And they go after it, man. It's look, I love nature shows, right?
Hmm.
Sometimes you gotta bite it in the face. Sometimes, man.
You just
Sometimes,
gotta just take it.
you gotta bite it in the face, man. You gotta grab fear and you gotta grab it by the throat sometimes. You gotta bite it by the throat and be like, yo, I'm greater than this fear right now,
Yes.
right? That's
Yes.
why I call it winergy. You gotta have winning energy. No fear 22, man. Boundaryless life. That means that I'm taking the boundaries off myself, right?
Hmm.
The worst thing, the worst thing that you can have it's two worst things that you can have. One is to have the cage removed from you and you still feel like you enslaved, right? And
Right,
number
right.
two, on your last and final days, meeting the person that you should have been. That's the worst thing,
That's
right?
some scary shit, man.
You finally see the
Wow.
person that you should have been,
Mm,
right?
mm,
And
mm.
so at this point, man, anybody look, you've been told all the
Yeah.
things that you can't do. You've
Facts.
been told all the things that you're unable to do. How about you start telling yourself what you can do and see what happens?
Right.
You've lived the life of what you haven't done. Live the life of what you can become and see
Right.
what that you already know the other side.
Yo. Listen, y'all. This has been jam packed.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm
Don't be selfish with this, man. Share this content.
yes,
Don't be selfish.
please. Like
Yeah.
don't just share with somebody that you think that you don't really care about. No, share this content with someone you care about.
Yeah.
Because this is not just something to hear and like go in one ear out the other. This is applicable information to your life that's going to change your life.
Yeah.
It's not even a guess. It's not like, oh, it might do it. I'm guaranteeing you.
Yeah.
I'm living proof of it. I have
Yeah.
other men that I coach that are living proof. If you just apply a few things you heard from this episode alone,
Mm-hmm.
your life will be absolutely on another level and
Yeah.
living a confident life. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Being confident in nothing else other than you and
Yep.
who you are.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yo,
Yep.
so Curt, man, with
Listen.
that being said, I need to let these people know, where can they find you at, bro? If they need to find you, Curt, to be connected and also to be motivated, because what y'all don't understand is Curt is a motivator. Like, believe it or not, like
Hey, man.
Curt motivates me on a regular basis. So if
Appreciate it.
you
Appreciate
need
it.
to be motivated, Curt is the man. So Curt, tell them how to
Appreciate
find
it.
you, bro.
Oh man, look, all right there, that name right there. That's the easiest way. All it is, man. Curt, easy to find, man. I'm easy to find.
That's
I'm
it.
easy like Sunday morning. I ain't hard to find at all. All you got to do, tap in right there. Tap
Curt the
in. You'll get
Connector.
you'll get me right there. And then from there we'll go. And like I said, when you're ready to invest in you, I'm ready to invest in you. Right. And then I'm gonna say this for man, RJD is my man. We've been rocking for a while. I'm gonna say this: there's somebody dealing with some lack of confidence, right? There's somebody that really wants to know how to build their character, and you're wondering right now, should you pull the trigger? And I'm here to tell you, I'm your conscience right now. Pull the trigger, right? Don't walk away from this and be like, I'll do it tomorrow. No, you won't. You haven't done it. You haven't
Right.
proven it to yourself. So do it, right?
Right.
Invest in you, book a session, and prove him wrong. I like to say this: bet on yourself and prove him wrong. Make him out to be a lie, right? Go through the process, fully commit to it. We've been talking about commitment. Fully commit to it. Do everything that he says and he's asking you to do. And then at the end, if it doesn't work, talk to him. But I just believe if you pull the trigger and you invest in yourself, you book a session, you go through his confidence and character building courses and teaching, that you're going to come out a better person, right? But I know you're looking, should I do it? Yes. Yes, you've done the other side so long. Try this side, right? See what this look like on this side, and then see what happens. So for that person that's wondering, should they? Yes, you should. Book your session right now. Book your session and don't delay. And then be thankful. You'll thank yourself later.
Yo, man, Curt, I appreciate that, man.
No doubt.
And at the end of the day, like Curt says, like you gotta be ready to invest in yourself so someone else can invest in you. And it's not even we're not even just talking about monetary right now. We're talking about giving of yourself. Right? You gotta be in order to get these and get something that you want, you have to give. And a lot of times we don't realize the giving is not just from the pocket, but it's from your spirit. It's from the inner you. What do you want? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to be a better version of you?
Yeah.
Because the version of that you want to be of yourself is not who you are currently. And the only thing the gap between who you want to be and who you are currently, the gap between is the work that you're either going to do or you're not going to do.
Application.
So with that being said, kings and queens out there, check this out. This has been another dope episode of the Uniquely Confident Podcast, y'all. I'm super excited because my homeboy has came and burnt this stage up, as he always do. Yeah. So listen, guys, check him out on his platform over on Instagram at Curt the Connector. Get at him. Do yourself some justice. Go reach out to that man and get connected with the person that can take you to the next level. Yeah. And for all my followers out there, I thank you all. I thank everyone out there that subscribes. I thank everyone out there that shares this content because I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Now, guess what? Confidence is all about how you see yourself. Don't forget that. But until the next time we see you, be good to yourself and the ones around you. And if you can't be good to the ones around you, that's okay. Just get those folk from around you. Yo, man, this is RJD, the Imperfect Gentleman, and this has been another dope episode of the Uniquely Confident Podcast. Y'all be blessed because we will. Peace out.